Okay, so time to review the last episode of The Flash of this year before we move on to, of course, next year. And yeah, what did I think of this episode? Well, I liked it, but I didn't feel it have that kind of epic feel as the other episodes did. I feel like they kind of. I feel like this one, like, whenever we got mid-season finales from CW, they usually tend to deliver in terms of the oh my god factor. I mean, even the thing with Ra's al Ghul, the duel between Ra's al Ghul and Oliver, that moment where you went, oh, they're not going to oh my god, they killed him. But then it just kind of turned to shit. But still, you gotta admit, that moment with Ra's al Ghul, that fight between, when Ra's did that, the moment you're like, holy shit, that happened. But of course, everything went downhill from there. Although it was kind of limping as it was. So, but I think this is a good episode. I just feel like it didn't have that kind of. I just felt like I was watching another episode rather than it's a big mid-season finale type thing. But what I did like in here was what they did. There were some great character moments in here, and I think I'm starting to hate Patty. I think I am. I tried to defend her, but this episode made me go, man. I feel like you're starting to become Felicity here. You better have a better reason here, Patty. But yeah, let's actually talk about Patty real quick so I can get all the bad out, because it mostly comes from her. Patty in here is just kind of flying off the wall, angry because she wants to kill Martin, and she's like, "Look, Barry, it's complicated. I don't think you'd understand." And I was like, it was kind of. I almost had like this moment with Doctor Who during the Zygon inversion where the Doctor's like, I don't understand, really? Are you kidding me? I feel like Barry should have been like, are you kidding me? Because everyone knows, obviously, with the death of his mother at Eobard Thawne or Harrison Wells, whatever you want, Reverse Flash's hands, of course we would fucking understand. Ugh. And then she kind of goes on saying that, oh, it was my fault because I was out having fun. And, this random act of violence I couldn't have predicted happened to my to my father. Still sucks, don't get me wrong. It still sucks, but I don't feel like, blaming yourself because you wanted to hang out with your friends couldn't have changed it. And I'm pretty sure your dad would be a lot more, heartbroken at the loss of his, at the loss of his daughter. Then again, still kind of sucks, but I don't think you're kind of really hitting home on the blame thing when you're saying you should have died and your dad shouldn't have. I feel like you really sucked in all the guilt stuff. And then she's like, "There's no way my boyfriend can understand, how much anger I feel." I was like, "Really? We don't. Even the audience doesn't know because you just mentioned it once when when you were brought into this team, and then." We never really touched on it again. You were just this happy-go-lucky girl, and we thought you would be handling this better. Clearly you're not. And then there's that moment where she takes out this weird leg clamp thing and just pins the Flash down, is about to kill Mark. Is about to kill Weather Wizard. And first question should have been, where the hell did you get that? No, really, where the fuck did she get that gun? And does this superhuman response team have something for that for the Flash? You think Joe should have told Barry about that? Like, hey, there's a thing to hold you down in case of something like that. But I'm pretty sure it was meant for speedsters. But I feel like Joe should have given him the heads up that there's something that could easily take him down in the same extent. Again, I know it was probably meant for speedsters, and they probably built that to fight Zoom for all the good that would do. And, yeah, but I feel like, Joe should have given Barry at least a heads up that, hey, we're building this thing that can, hold you down. Just, giving you a heads up in case someone steals that. Anyway. But, yeah, there's that moment where she's about to shoot, Martin in the head, and I'm kind of, also, when she speeds past all the other cop cars, okay, protocol clearly dictates that, when the subject is down, you arrest them if they're not resisting. And yes, I am aware that Barry tells her that the moment she kills him, it will be the loss for her career, and yeah, it would be considered murder by the other cops, because as we all know, if the subject is not resisting and you kill them in cold blood, then yeah, you are, you're the guilty party. And yeah, you can't say that, oh, well, no cop was there. There were a bunch of cops there. Although I don't understand why they just stood around and let, Patty drive past them, and then when she had the gun out and pinned the Flash down in front of everybody, everyone, all the other cops should have been like, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, the cops just stood there, when they were in clear sight of seeing her, pin the Flash down and have that gun out. Some cop should have run out there and been like, dude, stop, or we're going to have to, take you in. We don't want to do that. He's a piece of shit, but you can't do that. I don't get it. Anyway, so what else did I want to talk about with this episode? It was cool to see Mark Hamill back as the Trickster. I'm going on to the good now. But yeah, Mark Hamill back as the Trickster. That was spectacular. I really did enjoy it. I thought that was a lot of fun. Again, you can't help but when he does that trickster voice, you can't help but think of a certain other clown character he's voiced in the past. Yeah, and you can clearly tell he's having fun throughout the entire episode, and I love how it's kind of like the formation of the Rogues, and I wish there was we got Heatwave and Golden Glider in here as well. I mean, I know Snart left, but I'm pretty sure Heatwave would have at least stayed on. But yeah, now Snart's out, and now he can be part of the Legends of Tomorrow TV show. Woo. I am looking forward to it, but I'm still kind of worried about it. But no, it was kind of cool to see, this is the start of the Rogues, and it was actually kind of cool to see Martin use the weather wand, or as I like to call it, the oversized sonic screwdriver. No, really, that thing looks like a giant version of David Tennant's sonic screwdriver. Come on, guys. I can't be the only one who notices this. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love that moment. There's also a line in here that just made me made me laugh so hard. Was like when they make a reference when Harry makes a reference to Godfather, and Cisco's like, "You guys have Godfather? Every universe has Godfather." I'm like, "Damn straight." That's Godfather's one of those films I feel like every universe should have. Though I'm kind of curious, what their cast was like. Was it, instead of Marlon Brando, was it I don't know, who would be outside of that? Yeah, it's out of, let's not talk about that right now, because that'll just make my brain hurt. Also, we've got some really pointless moments between Jay and Caitlin, which I could care, there's even a moment where Cisco's the audience is just fucking kiss already. Yeah. How wonderful. But yeah, I could care less about Jay and Caitlin's relationship because it just comes out of nowhere, and she's like, I'm just totally gonna forget about Ronnie, even though we thought he was dead before. Really, you're not gonna whatever. I'm really hoping for that Death Storm theory to be true, because I really want that to happen now. Anyway. But no, some of the best moments in here were the character pieces between Joe and Barry and Iris. There are some great moments in here, like when they confront Joe about, having a son, and yeah, that's a great moment where he just walks past and he's looking out the window, he's like, and you can clearly tell on his face that he is just trying to process everything he heard right then and there, to the best of his ability, and man, the actor playing Joe, God, he really sells it, and everyone does there. Although Barry just kind of sits there and doesn't really talk much, but yeah, it's there for moral support. I also like how Barry got the watch instead of Wally did, and I'm defending this because who's he raised longer than who is Joe raised longer, Barry or Wally? Barry. So yeah, he does look at him like a son, and even though Wally may be his biological son, they're still kind of leaving that up in the air. Even though it could be something. I think it is that they are going to say it's his biological son towards the end, but yeah, I think it is cool that he's not trying to cast him out. And I even love that moment where Wally walks in and he's like, I don't even know what I'm doing here, I just wanted to see you, and then they let him in rather than cast him out, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Looking forward to you becoming Kid Flash. But, yeah, what else did I want to talk about with this? Oh yeah, the Harrison Wells thing. We find out that, Zoom's big plan is that he's more or less he's doing this on purpose. He's more or less making Barry faster by sending all these villains in on purpose so he can steal the Speed Force and add it to his own. I was kind of hoping for a, mask reveal. That's what I was hoping for. But I am kind of glad that they are revealing, hey, he's not doing this to kill the Flash, he's doing this so he can kill the Flash when he's more powerful. I can roll with that. But yeah, I am hoping for, like everyone else, take the goddamn mask off, we're tired of playing the game. Yeah. But anyway, I'm betting it's going to be, when we, see Zoom's face, what it's going to be like is going to be like something, like just this grandiose moment that's going to make all of us go, holy shit. And that's what I'm hoping for. It's not, hopefully it won't be something like he takes off the mask and it's some dude we've never seen before and we're supposed to care. I'm really hoping this mystery pays off. But I think it is cool that we are getting, I do feel bad for Harrison. I do feel bad for Earth 2 Wells. He's now being forced to do what Earth 1 Wells did. Only now he's not, he's not doing it for himself. He has to do it or his daughter will be killed. Ah, the Lando Calrissian conflict. Anyway, so all in all, outside of the Patty stuff, I really enjoyed this episode. I really liked this episode. Not as epic as last season's Flash. Last season's Flash mid-season finale was pretty fucking epic, so yeah, this one was a hard act to follow. But all things considered, I thought it was pretty good. Now I just have to see if, Arrow's Arrow's mid-season finale is going to be any good. That might actually make or break me, guys. I'm not even joking. If the Flash episode doesn't, woo me, then I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother continuing. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you all think of this episode? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.